What's up, guys? JD Outdoors. So said I was going to do this release when everything got in, and everything is finally here. We are gearing up for the 2024 season. It's kicking off. Got a couple new sponsors that we're working with this year that are some stuff that I've used before, and fortunate enough to have a deal with them finally, to be doing work with them. A couple of stuff that I haven't used before that I really like that we're working with now. Got to carry this over into the 2025 season on the NPFLS. We got a couple qualifiers to fish next year, but we should be in good shape. So we're gonna try and work with that and see how this is going. But we ain't made it there yet. We got to boost this YouTube platform up. It's one of the things our sponsors and pro staff requires. So this year we're working with first we gotta talk about the braid, man. We've got a deal with Fins this year that it's some sweet stuff. They've got everything from, offshore deep water stuff to they actually even make a crappie line of braid, which we use some today. We're pretty good, but we used Power Pro forever. My dad fished the IFA Redfish Tour on a professional level. He had a Power Pro sponsor, so I grew up using Power Pro. Loved it. Works great. Not saying nothing bad about it. But I will say this: Power Pro's got a bigger diameter than this Fins has, and this Fins is way smoother. Way smoother. You throw it on a frog or a flipping jig or casting a football jig or whatever you're doing in some muddy water, punching, flipping, it's smooth. You can launch a frog on this stuff. The diameter on this is second to none. This is actually this is 65 pound. This is what I use to flip with, to punch with, and it is substantially smaller than Power Pro, but it works great. We love it. Smooth, super strong. I've had some issues with Power Pro in the past of popping in the bushes, in the button willows, and it don't do that no more. This Fins don't do that. I haven't had it happen yet. Not saying it won't. It might, but so far we ain't had it happen. We just got off a bussy break earlier this week, which if you're from around here, even from not around here, there's a lot of guys traveling to fish that. They got some giants, they got some big ones. We flipped one out of a buckbrush bush, and a bush, real viney, nasty. Flipped it in that bush, cracked him, pulled him straight out of the bush, flipped him in the boat. Boat flipped him in the boat. He was 8.5, solid fish, and was never not confident with the braid I had. So that Fins, man, is really good. They sell a couple different places. Academy, Cabela's, Bass Pro's got it. Working on getting it in some local shops here in South Louisiana, but it's about half the price of Power Pro. You're gonna pay $50, $55, I think it is now, for 65 pound Power Pro. I might be off a little bit on that. If I am, leave it in the comments. Let me know. I'd be curious to know. I haven't bought it in a while, but man, it's supposed $20 for 150 yards. Even might be a little less actually, but it's great. For the price point and the functionality of it, it's second to none. I'm very impressed, and I'm happy to be using this year. I'm going to use this probably for a long time. And they got it in the pitch black, man. So the Wind Tamer is kind of like their flagship line of braid they offer. It's supposed to be really smooth casting, which it is, but they make it in something called a pitch black now, as you can see on the box. We fished some clear water today, and it doesn't stand out like that green moss does as Power Pro or your other colors. It really hides the goo, which I'm curious to see how it does on Toledo Bend and some crystal clear water down in the south. This year we'll be going there in a month or so, but Another company we're working with is American Bait Works, which really happy to be working with them. You know, these companies I named, I pursue these companies because I've used most of their stuff before and it works. I'm not gonna, you know, our job is being sponsored and pro staff is to promote that product, which we do. It's great, but we're not, me, guys that are on a little higher level than me, fishing the pro tours, you know, they're not going to go after companies or accept companies that go after them if the product does not work. And it does. It works great. So keep that in mind, that yes, our job is to promote it, but we're not going to get it if it don't work. So American Bait Works, they own several different companies. They're out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, so it's a southern company, kind of local-ish to us. Man, I get my stuff super fast. I get my stuff next day, and that's not overnight shipping. I mean, I make an order and it comes. But man, they own a company called Net Bait, which has been around for a while. But Net Bait, a lot of guys know it from the pack crawl. I guess you could say their signature crawl has been around for a long time, and that flat out catches fish. We all know that. Got the big flapping claws, phenomenal bait. But they also make something called a dagger, which I'm gonna get more in depth into these baits as we go through the series on this YouTube channel, on certain techniques, certain baits I use for punching, flipping, chatterbait, spinnerbait, crankbait, Carolina rig, stuff like that. Lightweight, little finesse flipping stuff that you're gonna see a lot more of what NetBait has to offer. But y'all go check them out online, see what they got. They might have something that you're looking for. They are bait fuel infused, which bait fuel is a fish attractant. It's not a scent. It is strictly an attractant that they've come up with some scientific way. I can't explain the way that it works. I don't know, but I don't know the science behind it. But I will say this: they hold on to it that much longer. I would say it's very equivalent to the power bait, if not better than the power bait, without the stench. So American Bait Works got that. They own Snag Proof, Freedom Tackle. They've got frogs, hollow body frogs, jigs, swim jigs, spinnerbaits, crankbaits, jerkbaits. Just about everything you're looking for, American Bait Works probably got it. And it's a great product and a great price, man. All this stuff that I'm going to list is very affordable. I wanted to get some companies that are more geared towards the blue collar guys, because that's what we are. That's where we come from. High school anglers, you know, college anglers might not have all the money to spend, or if you just don't want to spend that kind of money, which is fine, because I'm not looking to either. But American Bait Works, their net bait line is phenomenal. Their soft plastic line holds up, can catch several fish to it, opposed to, you know, a Zoom, for instance, the Zoom Speed Crawl and the Pack of Slim, I would say is pretty equivalent to each other. Same size, 3.5 inch crawl. You know, nothing real crazy, not too big, slim, slender, good to flip around. Got a lot of flap with the legs, as you can see. But man, you catch more fish on it. You know, a Zoom, I found I was catching two fish to a Zoom Speed Crawl, you know, punching and flipping. We went the other day and we wanted to see how many we could catch on one bait, and it was tore up, but we ended up catching 7 off of it. And I mean, she was tore to nut. We had to get new one by then. So I would say 4 to 5 fish, you pretty solid on these soft plastics. They've got really good plastic. It's soft, but it's very durable. So I like it. And as y'all know, the softer the bait, the longer, more realistic it feels in the bait's mouth, in the fish's mouth. So they hold on to it a little longer. But we're gonna move on to another deal. I'm not gonna keep y'all on here that long. We're gonna have a little bit longer episodes when we start doing the, you know, tips, techniques, specific stuff that works really well. But we'll get into that on another date. So, jumping into our terminal tackle. Well, 2 things. pull out the box. This took a little while to get to work with these guys. They don't do pro staff. It's very hard to get sponsors behind. They don't have a regular pro staff program anymore. They stopped doing that, so we had to really do some work with them for them to trust us, and they were able to. They trust us and they got faith in us, so I appreciate them for doing that. But that is lure lock. Yeah, you might see this on, you know, some guys like Gerald Swindle's got a sponsorship with lure lock as well. But G-Man. But we ended up getting a deal with lure lock. They got some really cool stuff, man. Their boxes are sweet. Regular size Plano boxes, you can get them deep, micros, really small, stuff like that. But they have this really cool sticky technology, and it keeps your stuff from bouncing around, which I'll show a little bit more into that later. But another company we're working with this year, which I was ecstatic when this happened. I've been using their stuff for man, several years now. Several years. Since I was fishing on that competitive level in high school. And that is, in my opinion, the best hook company in the industry. They're sharp, very durable, stout, and that is Onyx hooks. Man, like I said, I've been using this forever. I've got buddies that fish the Pro Tour that have been using this forever, that use this and don't want to get another hook. The way their hooks are, especially their flipping hooks, are designed. The bait keeps on them. They don't tear the bait up. You get a lot more use out of the bait. Like their jungle line, the jungle flipping hook, which is what we use probably, I would say, 90% of the time down here in South Louisiana, because it's got that, if y'all can see, it's got that monofilament hook key, which holds the bait great. It's stout. It's a heavy duty hook. Doesn't tear your bait up, like I said, and man, Onyx got some really great products. It's a very common hook company. A lot of y'all probably use it. Like I said, I've been using it forever, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I absolutely love it. Love their hooks. We got everything from small EWGs to 5/0 EWG jungles. We got all kind of stuff from Owner, but anyways, that's our hook company that we are. I mean, I'm ecstatic to have. It's awesome to have a company like that back you and have faith in what you're doing, you know, and support you like they are with us. Another thing from American Bait Works that they offer is Freedom Tackle, which is their terminal tackle line, their tungsten. A lot of y'all know punching, flipping, whatever you may be doing with your tungsten weights. A lot of companies, you have a problem with them chipping. This Freedom Tackle is powder coated tungsten. This stuff don't chip. I've got tungsten on my flipping stick that has just got teeth marks on it, bites on it. You know, this is kind of idea their package is some light stuff I've got in here. I've got tons of stuff. This is just one of the terminal boxes. But in comparison, I'll give y'all a little comparison. This is a regular tungsten flipping weight, 3/8 ounce. This is a Freedom Tackle tungsten flipping weight. See the difference? Small, slender, real good bullet style look to it. Easy to come in and out of cover. And if you might be able to see, might not, I'm not sure, y'all, but this is painted. That chips, man. That chips. You catch a couple fish on it, it is chipped to nothing. It's just tore up at that point. But that is who we're using for our tungsten this year. It's another product from American Bait Works, like I said, and I mean, it's great, dude. I'm not gonna, you know, our job is to promote this stuff, but also, like I said before, we're not gonna promote stuff that doesn't work, and it works. I love it. This is another lure lock box. Just threw some stuff in it to kind of show you all the box and stuff. But got a couple small things in here. This is some more stuff from American Bait Works. This is the Freedom Tackle. This is their flipping jigs. And look, I used Strike King for a long time and a flipping jig. Liked it, great. Hack Attack heavy coal flipping jig. Greg Hagby, he's from down here, Gonzales, Louisiana. Dude's a stick with a jig. They got good stuff. Strike King's got good stuff, but you've got a little bit shorter hook on this Freedom tackle jig, as you can see, a little bit shorter hook. And what that helps is it keeps your bait profile down, and when they go to grab it, it's not as much they got to get onto. You know, a little easier for them to grab, and it's a stout hook. It is a heavy duty hook. Got the rattles on it. I like a jig with rattles, just because 9 times out of 10 I'm flipping a jig, I'm imitating a crawfish, and the crawfish makes a rattle ticking noise underwater. But got it. I was trying to figure out what that was. That's that live well running. We got a bunch of sockeye in there, crappie, white perch, however you want to call it. We call them sockeye down here. We got a bunch of sockeye in a live well we went catch today. We went put a hurting on them. Just a little mess around trip. But anyways, y'all, back to the baits. Another cool bait we've got from them is American Bait Works is snag proof hollow body frogs. American Bait Works makes scum also, which is a decent frog. I choose to use the snag proof. I rather the keel design on the bottom of the frog. Not a big fan of that flat bottom frog. I like a little keel on it. It's super soft. I use Spro for years. Man, Spro's a good frog, but Spro's got a little bit harder plastic on their hollow body, so they don't compress as well as these snag proofs do. It's a wider top frog, which I like a wider top. It's got a real good keel on the base, as you can probably see, real good keel. Super, super soft, which, like I was talking about with the soft plastics, the softer the bait, the more realistic it feels, which gets the fish to hold it better, get you a better bite, get you more bites. You have a better chance of them coming back and hitting it again. And since I started using these snag proof frogs, they walk great. The way it's designed, man, it's not heavy, it's a little more dense, I guess you could say. The hooks are a little more dense than a Spro. Definitely bigger hooks than a Spro, more stout than a Spro, which I really like. Especially here, we fish a lot of matted grass, lilies, hydrilla, stuff like that, coontail. Similar to you Florida guys, but those big hooks, man, you can really get 1 inch as wincher, man. And I'm very impressed with the snag proof frog. A little leery at first, but coming from Spro, but I'm very excited to be using these snag proofs. I love them. I've caught several fish on them already, and they're great, man. I mean, you can launch one of those snag proofs further than you can throw a Spro, in my opinion. Got the right setup. But some stuff from American Bait Works. We also got a pretty awesome deal that we worked out with this year from American Bait Works. Is Halo rods. We're working with Halo rods and Ardent Outdoors. Ardent is a reel company. They sell reels, they sell rods too, and there's nothing wrong with an Ardent rod. Ardent makes reels and rods. They make a lot of other gear too. Cull balls, the smart cull system, that's Ardent. That is an awesome cull system for you tournament guys like us. We use it. You know, you don't have to be guessing your number on weight when you're culling fish. You can roll the poundage in once you weigh it, and you know right then and there. Big floats, easy to grab, safe, not popping holes in the fish, clips on good, really good clips on them also. But we're running Ardent's reels this year on the Halo rods, and I've used some Halos in the past. I liked them, didn't have nothing against them, but Halo came out with this HFX series rod, and with that Ardent reel on it, I never used Ardent before. This is the first year we're using Ardent, and very impressed. I mean, this rod, we do a lot of flipping, a lot of punching. You know, you throw in that big 7-Eleven extra heavy rod. You want a light rod, but a durable rod, and you want a light reel. that can withstand the abuse you put it through flipping, punching, frogging, whatever. And if you guys know that flip and punch, those reels get abused. These Ardent I have on my flipping stick is an Apex Elite. One with the Apex Elite's just got a carbon fiber handles, which makes it super light, easy to hold in your hand. It's a kind of lower profile reel. Fits good compared to like a, I don't even have none in my boat anymore, but compared to like a Corrado or something. They're sweet, man. I mean, you can launch these Ardent reels. I was super impressed, really excited to be using these Ardents. I mean, I don't have enough good to say about them. And very affordable, man, very affordable. Their high-end reel is $299 retails price. That's their new reel that just came out this year. I think it's a Summit, Ardent Summit. That's their highest end reel. It's their flagship reel. But the Apex Elite is $199. It's $200, and you are getting a top of the line reel, top of the line equipment, 12-to-1 bearing in the Ardent Elite, and it holds up. It's stout, man. It fits in the Halo really, really well. You know, sometimes you get those rods where your reel moves around a little bit. I will say this setup right here is hands down my favorite setup I've ran in a long time. I used to run Falcons and Shimano reels on Falcon rods, and great, super expensive though, man. I mean, I had some $800-900 setups, and you don't have that in this. This HFX series retails at $149, and you are getting, I would say, quality of a $200. Sorry, the wind's bad. $250 rod in this HFX. It's light, it's durable, it's stout. They are 2x4s, man. They are strong, very strong. But other than that, y'all, I mean, that's who we're working with this year. We got Lure Lock, Owner, American Bait Works, Ardent, some great companies, and these companies aren't going to break the bank, y'all. If you're looking for good quality equipment, it's not going to break the bank. You're looking to get a $300 setup, something around there, and get, I would say, equivalent to a $600 to $700 setup. I would definitely take a look at the Halos and the Ardents. I'm very impressed with them. Like I said, I don't have much history with the Ardent. This first year running Ardent, but so far so good. They're holding up. We fish every day. I mean, every single day, and they're taking the abuse. We're fishing, flipping heavy cover. We're punching heavy cover. We're winding square bills, throwing square bills, chatterbait, stuff like that. And look, I can run any Halo rod I want. I mean, I can get whatever I want from Halo. That's not a problem. I can get anything I want, but I choose to run the HFX series, which is their, like I said, it's by their middle range rod. They've got some cheaper ones. I haven't tried those out yet, but I also have a KS2 Elite by Halo. This is my chatterbait rod. If anybody's in the market for a new chatterbait rod, let me just tell you, I would not overlook the Halo. This is a heavy action, fast tip. This is actually, I do have a Shimano. This is on a Shimano. I'm still waiting for some Ardents to come in. This is with a Shimano, but this is going to have an Ardent Elite on it also. I promise you that. I have it on the way, 6.5-1. It's going to be a beast. This is just what I had at the time, but this is the KS2 Elite. This is their flagship rod. This is Halo's top of the line, baddest of the bad. This is what they promote a lot. This is what they want guys to go out and buy, is a $299 rod. And honestly, it's underpriced. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I don't use the KS2 Elites strictly because I don't like a cork grip. That's just my opinion. Some of you guys are going to be like, oh no, forget that. Gotta have cork, gotta have cork. I like the foam grips, which the HFX series runs a foam grip. I just find it's more comfortable in my hand. Doesn't get as nasty looking. You know, we're fishing, y'all. This ain't a beauty contest. You're going to get dirty. It gets your stuff, equipment gets nasty, dirty, whatever. But that is the only reason why I don't run the KS2 Elite. But as far as a chatterbait rod, if you are looking for a chatterbait rod, I would 100% suggest, and I'm not saying go buy it, don't go buy it, whatever, do what you want, but don't overlook this rod. This is a top of the line rod. I have thrown them on X-Brides, Shimano X-Brides. I have thrown them on Falcons. I have thrown them on Hammers. I have thrown them on Powells. It works, gets the job done, don't get me wrong. But this Halo is where it's at for a chatterbait, y'all. This is a Z-Man Evo chatterbait, which we'll get into that in another series on why I throw the Evo and not the jackhammer, which is going to probably surprise a lot of people. And hopefully y'all take my advice and stop breaking the bank with the jackhammer. But that's the only rod I run in the KS2 Elite, my chatterbait, and for that sole reason, it is a absolute machine on a chatterbait. It's just stiff enough when you're running it through that grass. You know, you can just slight wrist twitch to get it out the grass, pop it through. You don't have to snap on it. I mean, it comes right through. I'll absolutely launch it on that deal too. But that's who we're running this year, y'all. This is one of the lure lock boxes I was talking about. You know, they don't come out. They don't come open as easy. You know, I've had issues with planos. You'll be running down a lake, running down a coastal like us, and you'll have a box open, stuff all over in the bait hatch on the boat, and you're going through fumbling, whether it be crankbaits, plastics, whatever. But they don't open. They don't just easily flop open, which I really like. Squeeze the ends on them like I did. Squeeze the end, pop the top, comes right open. But this sticky material in it, you know, look, I'm shaking that box, and that's the rattles rattling. That ain't the bait. That ain't the hook. So it keeps your baits good. Keeps them good, secure. You know, you're not dealing with them rattling, bouncing all over, tearing your paint up. Sorry, I wouldn't call it that. Comes right in and out, y'all. Look, put it in there, press on it, good to go. Comes right out. I mean, they've got some really good stuff. Push it on there, solid, pops right off. No effort. I was a little leery on it at first when Lure Lock wanted to send us some of these boxes with the sticky technology, but you know, I thought it would get hot and melt and have it melted to my baits. But this boat sits underneath the carport, as you can see, 100-degree weather, and those boxes don't melt. They don't melt at all. Easy to clean. They get nasty, dirty on the inside. Hot water, run under hot water, pour it out, comes right off. All your grind, grass, whatever it might be in your boxes from whatever bait you decide to use, flip it over, let it dry out, good to go in a couple hours. I mean, looks like brand new. Which I'll probably do a video on that too, show y'all that technology from Lure Lock. But I mean, that's who we got this year, y'all. I'm very excited for it. Been running some of this stuff this year so far, trying it out. I didn't want to get into this video right off the jump and just be like, hey, look, we're sponsored by this, this, and this, and we can't give you no information on it because we ain't used it enough. So we put some miles on them. So far, caught some fish on them, and we are ecstatic to be using this stuff this year. Very fortunate to have the opportunity to use this equipment. It's top of the notch equipment, y'all. I'm not BSing you. It's very affordable price point. As far as that aspect, you can't beat it with a stick, in my opinion. The braid, the string, that's, y'all need to check that out. The fins guys, customer service on fins has been phenomenal. I am going to make a post on my Facebook and Instagram page. I've got a promotion code for all of my followers and viewers. So like, subscribe, share this video, go into my social media, like my page, follow me on Instagram, however you do it. I'm just getting into this stuff. I'm new to YouTube thing. I'm new to the Instagram, so bear with me if I'm not top notch with this. But it is what it is. We're trying, and we're gonna let our fish speak for us as best we can, you know. But I'm gonna drop a 20% off discount code. You can get through me for a lure lock. Get you some of them boxes, try them out. If they don't work, hey, you got them for 20% off. So check them out. I like to run that style box. I don't like stuff thrown all over. Waiting for the rest of my lure lock boxes to come in to get rid of this mess, and the other 5 I have in my boat like that filled with net bait, soft plastics. It's a great way to use it, but I prefer the lure lock style boxes. So y'all check them guys out. Check out those companies, see if you like them, and we're gonna show y'all a few fish while I'm thinking about it. That was a little close. Oops. But while I'm thinking about it, we'll show y'all a little bit of what we got. We still got the live well running in here, but we got a few little saccale in there, a few little white perch, as some of y'all call them. Some pretty ones. Probably got 25, 30 in here. You know, we got a good little mess. So we caught that this morning. We went messing around. Oops, got a little bass. Oops. Caught us a little knothead. Probably one of my good friends with me. But we got some pretty solid saccale in there, boys. So we're gonna do a next video is gonna actually be a fishing video. I know I haven't got one for y'all yet. My little boy's been coming. He's been wanting to come, and I get more joy out of that than sacking a big bag. So I appreciate y'all checking us out. Hope y'all like, subscribe, follow, share, use my Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. We're gonna keep a series going. We're gonna start with some tips and some techniques that may help you guys out in these southern areas, or you know, maybe on your lake, pond, whatever. I'm gonna do a breakdown from line weight to bait, rod, reel, gear ratios we use, actions of the rods for those specific techniques, peg stops for flipping, what we use, tungsten, everything, all the way down to the nitty-gritty of it, and how we work it. We're gonna do something like that. So I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if y'all got any questions too. Anything I can help you with, let me know, and I appreciate it. Holler at y'all next time.